They're still
Oh
cheaper than the
God.
dog treats. They're still cheap. They might have gone up in
Yeah.
price, but they're still cheaper than damn dog treats. That's funny.
Well,
Right.
all I can say is that nothing quite like have a spicy beef stick in your mouth.
Pause. Okay.
I'm just gonna take a drink of my beverage.
I say pause so much that I am in sync with the sound effect. That is diabolical.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for my backstage shenanigans, the name goes back to Behind the Beam. People,
Good. That was the one I voted for. Behind the bean. It
yeah.
rhymes with behind the scene. It kind of goes with it. And doing the behind the scenes, behind the bean. I like it.
Dr.
BTB.
Thomas tried to paint it. Oh, here it is. Okay, I make. Okay, you see my little pink, like cheetah leopard animal prints, pink.
Mm-hmm.
And then I realized I
Uh-huh.
had these glasses that match. Then I realized I have a problem. I found so why. And this matches a bonnet. Actually, two bonnets of mine.
Oh, so you match
I feel like
everywhere.
I
Well,
feel like I feel like I'm a black
just
Jersey
matching.
mafia girl.
Just be matching, matching. Just be matching, matching, matching.
Yeah, I feel like that's the uniform for like a mafia princess, but black. Like,
With all the leopard print.
because I was like, oh, I was like, this is that's good redunculous.
It's redonkulous. What's up, Jen?
Hello, hello.
Welcome in. Welcome
So,
in.
so right now, kind of in between
Okay, why did it freeze?
watching these two bitches beat the fuck out of each other, and this is entertaining. I'm not gonna lie, this is so
It is.
fucking
Hold on, I gotta redo this.
entertaining.
Hi.
I gotta
I'm,
rewind.
I'm
I
actually
know the
enjoying
sound
It's
is
a
it.
gonna
boxing.
cut on for just a second.
It's a boxing match that I'm watching, and these two women are
Okay,
going
there
at
we
it,
go.
and looking,
These
they beating
white,
the
I
hell out of
hope
each other.
I want to know
Women's
who
fights are
like.
cool.
No, the women fights are
Nah,
much
they
better than the
they
men's, and
they fighting each
they
other
are
like they fighting over the same man.
Uh oh.
They are
like they
fighting each other
fight.
I
like
see
they're
some
fighting over the
emotion in
same
it.
man.
Maybe
Yeah,
they are low key.
Yeah,
Could be.
they might be. Cause she
like
wait
they
a
fight.
time she took
Say,
her
listen,
hand.
they are fighting over. They look
But
like they're
what
fighting
makes
over
it even
money, and just god damn, they look like them bitches throwing
but what
down.
makes it better is
Mhm.
their shorts, they kind of got like the boxing version of like skirts going, which makes it even better. It looks like a playground brawl. Like they in uniform from two different schools, and they're like, "Girl, I told you it was on site. Bet I don't care. I said it was on site. Come on, Mick,
Okay.
mick, 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 mick."
So
Okay.
on
that's exactly
on
it, too.
site.
That's exactly what it looks like.
On site.
And the shorter one, her little undershort should have been longer because every time she get hit, it looked like she being knocked out of her skirt into her underoos.
Damn.
Because I mean, she hit like the wind from the punch is like whoop, it's
Okay.
lifting that skirt.
Okay.
This. I see. This is why I
Not what
feel.
I
I
expected.
feel like maybe not. WESPN or ESPN would hire me for my color commentary when it comes to sports, but I feel like one of them should get me on there to do the play-by-play. I think more people would tune in. It's you know what? Let me do the color commentary to every single game of Caitlin Clark for
Mm,
reasons.
For
For
mm.
reason.
reasons.
So no,
I feel
I
like that
said
would be some colorful commentary,
I said let me do
to
it
say the
For
without
least.
reasons.
said let me
For
do it
reasons.
without having any restrictions. Let me
Absolutely.
do it.
Right.
Yeah. No holds
Because if I don't
barred.
have any restrictions and any,
Fuck a Caitlin
because
card.
Where is it?
Jen can tell you the shit that's sometimes that just flies out of my mouth.
Mm.
I'm
So
just saying. I feel
if you put
like
a live mic in front of me and I have no restrictions,
Anything
shit's gonna get
goes.
wild.
I
Shit's gonna
don't
get
think
wild.
that's a good idea. That's all. I don't think that's a good idea. I'm just
I
gonna
think,
put
and
that
I
out there.
I think it would get interesting. We should let it
and
ride.
and my thing is, I also think that when Trump finally kicks the bucket,
Soon, I hope.
there should be
Mhm.
color commentary, and I feel like it should be a GCPR exclusive. Like, don't let nobody else cover it. Just let us cover it for reasons.
I
I'm
For
feel
reasons.
like
I'm jumping stupid. I don't know what I'm doing, but it's gonna be stupid. It's gonna be on live somewhere, and I'm
I feel like I should hop on a live after I had that tequila shot.
yeah. You know, I just
Well, definitely come on mine, because I'm going. Did she punch an extra bit
That
of
sounds like
forehead onto that girl?
that sounds like a great idea, doesn't
Her
it, Jen?
forehead was
yeah.
not that. Yeah,
Oh Lord.
that her forehead was not that size when we started. It wasn't.
Hey,
Did she
Angry,
punch
remind
extra?
me when we get off here to send you a picture of my can I say it on here? My garden haul from Denver.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
hey now. Let's
Oh
go
Oh
with
yes.
the
yeah.
gardening tools, all the new gardening stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
That's why I missed last weekend. I was in Denver.
That's like ground zero
Yeah,
for
because I know I
gardening.
saw.
Are you kidding
And
me?
I went to the garden center.
Ooh.
Of
I
course.
Did
I
she?
support the gardening.
Hey,
Oh, okay. Does she? Wait
I
a minute.
love
Does
it.
she have a list of ingredients written on her? Is that what that tattoo? That I'm going with that. That she got a list of ingredients.
Oh
The
Lord.
FDA stamped her. Look at her stomach. Look at
Sugar and
I'm
extra
looking at
spice and
forehead
everything
stomach.
nice.
either it's a list of ingredients or how many bitches she beat up. Like it.
My thinking,
Oh,
first of all,
God
the
you're
damn.
not
tally.
supposed to have it. You're not supposed to have a burn book written on you. Okay. Second, don't smile. Don't
Said,
your
oh
teeth look
Lord.
like you bit a pole before that. What is coming out of his head? Are those horns? Oh, sir. That you should get that looked at by a doctor. I don't think that's not. Why is that growing out of your
So
head
that
like that?
You got a
that
knot.
doesn't
How did she
that does not
punched
look.
a
Oh,
speed bump to the back of your head? Oh no.
oh sweet
I
baby
don't.
Jesus.
Oh, y'all don't. Oh, now I see why they call them baddies. They look expired. That is. Oh no.
Oh, not
Oh, Ray J.
expired.
Said
Oh,
oh
that's why he's on there. He's on this. Oh,
Expired.
oh he's on this show. Oh, that's
okay.
why.
Oh, wait a minute. So
Okay,
they be
all right.
fighting on the show for free, and now y'all got. You know what?
They fight.
Pimping been
Oh
pimping
Lord.
since pimping been pimping. Okay. You know,
You know what?
who am I to stand between somebody and their bed? Go. Wait a minute. Is that the chick with the elongated? She got a runway forward chin. Lord, y'all taking orders from runway chin? Oh hell.
Yep.
I don't even know what she famous for. I just know her because of her chin. So now
Oh.
I know she do got a job. I didn't know she just popped up on social media one day with this long ass chin. Like I was just waiting for Victoria's Secret to rent her chin out for the next Victoria's Secret fashion show.
The latest Victoria's Secret commercial is
Exactly.
like soft porn.
Aren't they?
Word.
Well, aren't they?
Oh
all?
my
Pretty
God.
much
I'm like,
all are.
basically, yes. I was like, what is this? Oh my God, it's racy as fuck. And then I was like, oh, that's a Victoria's Secret commercial? my husband was like, oh, I thought it was soft porn for a minute.
Yeah, like Jesus Christ.
I thought nothing
Oh,
but
okay.
thigh and booty
Why the
meat.
one guy look? Oh, the Lopez versus Smith is next. Smith, you are the first
Smith.
black man I've ever seen that I honestly think we should check your basement. You definitely got bodies buried underneath there. Why you look like that?
Mm,
Why do you
Oh.
look like?
he
Oh
looks like.
hell no! Wait a minute. Why y'all look like y'all smoke
Hold up,
crack
look
before
at-
coming out here? What is
Look, no,
31
both of
versus
look.
25?
No, listen. Both of them look like they cut up bodies
Okay.
in their free time.
Smith.
Both
Hold
of them
on.
look
Here we
like
go.
they work together.
Smith.
Both of them look like they
Smith
work together
look-
to cut up
Smith
bodies
looked
in their
like
free
he
time.
put here, this is the lore.
This is
Okay,
this is
this is the
insane
lore
because both of them
according to
both of them look
Taz.
crazy as hell.
They do. This is the lore according to Taz. Okay, Smith had Lopez buried in his basement. Lopez reached through the concrete and decided to come up. That's why his face looked like that. Okay, he got the
Oh,
seal scars on his face, but he
damn.
from
Uh-huh.
America. Okay, he from
Uh-huh.
America.
Might
So now,
America. Fuck yeah.
so Lopez.
yeah.
First of all, why is your name Hakeem Lopez?
Said
Pick a struggle and pick an ethnicity, sir.
said
Hakeem
one.
Lopez, really?
said pick one.
You ain't got to be that black, sir. That's too blackity black. Okay, that's Dr. Umar Black. You're gonna be out here
So
talking about
that's too much.
nobody is never black woman forever while you got an Asian wife. Boy,
So you
sit
went
there.
too far. So you went too
So
far.
climbing up out of the concrete, he cut his face, but he was like, you know what? I want to whoop your ass. Like I wanted to be on site, but I'm broke because you done had me in here for like 6 to 8 business months. So I need some money to survive out here. Since I heard that the orange mango Mussolini is out here running stuff. And Smith was like, get back in the hole.
I think that's a little bit like, and I don't know if this is just too, but like, I have zero context for what.
There's a series of fights today. Angry and I are watching, but we can't stream
No,
any
no, no.
part of it.
So,
I
see,
got
all
that
right.
much. Like
All
I
right,
got
so
that
the
much.
main
But
thing
like,
Do we
So the
know
main
who
thing is
are?
is
No,
we're
all we
watching.
know is when they pop on the screen.
So yeah, we don't know anything else about other than these other fighters because the main thing we're watching is for
no, I
Ray
like it.
J,
But like, no,
Ray
but
J
like, I get
Orlando
it. But
Brown
like,
fight.
Taz's description of what's going on, because like,
It's an
I have
accurate
nothing.
description. That's what makes it so funny. It's 100% accurate.
but like, you're also looking at it,
And that's what makes it
and if you don't
that's
get
what makes
to
it so
see
goddamn
it,
funny.
like you have to like zero.
First of all, when did gum chewing become a workout? Because I'm watching him chew gum and it seems to be working out his whole body. Number
Nope.
one. Number two, is he
Hold on.
friends with Willard? Because I feel like Willard's rats were sucking on his hair before he got in the ring. How do you have
So
that?
did he
How do you
shower?
have a matted, unmatted afro all at the
Like it
same
looks
time?
like he
And
didn't
how is
shower.
it matted in waves?
I'm so confused. What is it?
We got amber waves of mattedness. I promise it. Socrates was sucking on his head, wasn't he? It had to be. Had to be.
Like it
Where's
looks like
Willard, sir? Where is Willard?
like my hair itches
Where
and
is
I don't
Will?
even have hair. I look at that.
Oh, okay.
That's how I look. Oh my god.
You
Looks like
know,
you got
you know
spiders
it's
in
bad. I
there and
got the
shit.
red.
Look
I
like
got
you
the
got a
red
whole
Mountain
nest
Dew
of
today.
just
Oh,
bugs
I've
in there
got
and
Diet
shit.
Dr. Pepper today. We're
The
My
Diet
one
DP.
uncle
All
was,
right.
was
Can
explaining
you
to
not?
people
Can
the
you
levels
not?
of Taz.
Can you just
Good grief.
not?
Pause. But no, my uncle was explaining to people the levels of Taz when it comes to Mountain Dew. And he was like, yeah, when she wants to spice it up, he was like, when people say they need a drink, she needs a red Mountain Dew. It's like, what are you
I
trying
love
to
a
say?
Red Mountain Dew. Listen, that's
He
been my
said,
like road trip gas station drink for years.
he said red Mountain Dew is my wine and the purple Mountain Dew is my liquor.
Oh.
And I was like, that makes sense because that purple Mountain Dew, it does.
The voodoo
hits a-
one.
It
The
hits a little
voodoo
bit
Mountain Dew
different.
that comes out every now and
Yeah.
again. That one's my favorite.
That's the purple one.
I love that one.
And it is a little strong, but I was like, sir, I need my family to get up off me this week because pause. Because they've been taking me through there this week. Like everybody just coming out having their usher confessions regarding me. I'm still mad. Oh, Jen, you missed it. My oldest son, the primary custodial minion, his birthday was Wednesday. So I invited him on my show. Okay. Mistake. Big mistake. He decided to tell everyone that my idea of being mean is writing a strongly worded letter that is PG. Not even PG 13. PG. And then he let the world know that he and his siblings used to get me a sitter when they were children.
So I guess every letter started out, listen here, bucko. I love you,
You know
twin.
my word
I
is
do.
You know
Dear
my word is-
unfriendly, friend-shaped person.
okay. For
Said,
full disclosure, for
said,
quite a
dear
while,
Miss
quite a while,
Meanie Bags.
my two phrases were Jiminy
Dear
Crickets,
butt-faced miscreant.
and Fudge Buckets. I said Fudge Buckets a lot back then. I mean, a lot. To the
Said,
point
you
where
fudge
two of my
bucket,
brothers made.
mother-loving son of a biscuit eater.
Yeah, two of my
Fudge
siblings
bucket.
made me sign a contract saying that I would not say Fudge Buckets for like 2 years.
I mean, it's a good name. It could fit so many things. The fudge bucket.
And then
That can be construed in so many
okay,
ways.
y'all remember
Listen,
when people used to be like, "Hey, boo boo," and they like meant it enduringly? I didn't. I would. That was like,
Boo boo the
it's like my
fool.
version of calling somebody a bitch, because I'd be like, okay, boo boo. And my
Oh,
cousin was
okay.
like, she was like, that is your way of cussing somebody out, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
I felt bad for like 3 days, and then I was like, wait a minute, I meant that. And she's like, but you still felt bad, didn't you? So yeah.
I had an ex and his was hun.
Shut
If
up.
he called me hun, I wasn't sure. Okay, hun. Oh, don't say that.
So what did you say?
Don't say that.
And then I got a troll, and my son was like, yeah, my mom's the nice one. I was like, well, everybody says that. I can be mean. He was like, no, you can't.
He's like, you're
I
lying.
thought I was a quite stern individual. Then I learned everybody in the comment
Apparently,
section
I'm
was
not.
like, no, you're not. We know you're not.
Said, I thought I was, but apparently I disillusioned myself this whole entire time.
This whole time, I thought I was, out here.
Thought I was out here
Yeah.
killing it, but apparently
No.
I was out here just faking it. I thought
Fake it till you make it. What do you mean? That's what we gotta do, right?
Somebody
I was doing it, but I guess I wasn't.
somebody called me the Miss Rachel of news. That was a compliment. It's a good compliment, but it also stung a little bit.
Yeah,
And I was
that
like, what do you mean?
I truly don't know how I would react if somebody
It's like
called me the Miss Rachel. Oh
Who is
It's a
Miss
compliment.
Rachel?
Because
my god, Miss Rachel is like a kid's YouTube, like she
think
like
Mr.
she does.
Rogers, but a girl.
Okay, I didn't know that because it's like the third
Okay.
time I've heard of Miss Rachel in 2 days, and I'm like,
now Miss
Yeah.
Rachel does great
Yeah,
work.
that's the
She
best
does
way to
great
describe it,
things for
yeah.
the people. So is badge of honor, yes. And then I was like, what do you mean? And then somebody said, yes, infernal. Yes, I have the colorfulness. And they're like, and the snacks, and you sing to us. And then somebody else was like, and you read to us. Think about it.
oh,
Shit.
Oh,
It's like,
you do all the
God,
things you do.
the
Yeah,
son of a son
damn
of
it,
a
you are
biscuit.
Miss Rachel of the news.
a little bit,
Said a little bit, yeah, a little bit.
a
This is
little
it.
bit.
Never thought about it until somebody
'Cause-
else pointed it out, and now I can't unsee it.
Yeah, because somebody was like, essentially, the Taz Effect is Sesame Street for adults. And I went back and rewatched one of my shows because I've never rewatched any of my shows. Damn it.
Then why you got me
Yeah.
on it then?
The
Because
accuracy.
because some of the shit that I said for Fun News Friday,
Well, this person who said
very
that,
corruptible.
this person, I don't think they've ever seen a Fun News Friday because I think they work. They're like one of those healthcare workers where I think their work week is the weekend.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I don't think they've seen the Friday. I've only ever seen them comment up till Wednesday. I don't even think they've seen Thursdays. I've only seen them comment to Wednesday. But people like
Okay.
I have gotten away from commenting heavily because one, people be distracting and detracting from the conversation when I let them know that I'm in the comment section. And I'm like, I'm trying to focus on the show. And they be asking me stuff that don't have nothing to do with the show. And I'm trying very, very hard not to call people lint licking wenches.
Oh,
Only
Look
because
at you, dumbass.
only because I have a bet going with Thomas. He didn't think that I would make it a day. I've gone all week and I have yet to call anybody a licking wench. Why? I don't know why that popped into my head one day, but
It just did, and it's still there.
And
You
it's
just
still
haven't used
and,
it yet.
and it is absolutely glorious.
It's just dying to be
Dragon,
used.
we must update you. Mr. Bishop has Rasta about 6 or 7 Rasta Shirley Temple curls that he can fit in his hand because they're not attached to anything.
Mm-mm.
And
No,
he
they're
decided
just-
to alert Angry and I while Angry and I were live on air yesterday. Because why not?
Oh,
And
what better time?
quite frankly, it was the funniest shit ever. And he was so fucking pissed. He was so goddamn mad. He was so goddamn mad.
But because he tried to increase my pressure. Thomas, if you're watching, I have a surprise for you.
Uh-oh.
You don't know when,
Bum, bum, bum.
you don't know how, but it's coming.
Uh-oh.
Pause.
Be warned.
Game on.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit.
Oh,
He should have
Shot.
sent me my dang snacks.
Listen, Taz don't play about her snacks.
yeah, I
Sometimes you
can't
gotta
Shots
have when it
fired.
comes
let
to
it
the
snack.
snack.
Shots
Yeah,
fired.
and-
Shots fired. Oh, Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
Look here, man.
Not the
I
snack.
feel-
Okay,
I-
Infernal, I
I feel for
suggested
you.
that
I feel
he
for you.
attach him to the mask, but then I realized they're 2 different textures and lengths are way off. But he said what did he say? He's going to get some type of supplies. He's going to Negro rig something together.
Oh,
Oh,
Isn't
he's
that-
gonna
Ain't that lovely?
repurpose the wig into a
He
new
gonna
wig.
make it-
Infernal, that commercial gets stuck in my head too, though. The part where she's like, "Who you calling a cutie queen, you Lant Laker?"
First of all,
Shut
that
the
commercial,
French. What the French toast?
yeah, that commercial has been a
Said-
thorn in my
It
side.
sticks
Said,
in the
"Shut
brain."
the front door.
Yeah, as soon as it came out, so many people contacted me. You wrote that, didn't you? I wrote what?
Who you calling a cootie?
And they're like, the
queen, you
commercial.
liquor?
What commercial? Because at this point in time,
Jerk mouth.
yeah, but when that commercial came out, this is way back when Hulu was free. Okay. So I was pretty much just watching Hulu because everything that I like to watch, you just had to wait one day and then you had it, right? And I was like, what are y'all talking about?
All right.
And I was over my older cousin's house, and the commercial started. Everybody in the house just erupted in laughter, and I'm like, "What the crap?" Commercial plays, and I'm just sitting there, like I'm not gonna make eye contact with anybody, and they're like, "That's you arguing with you, you some of my bitches." I cuss, and they're like, then they
It's
hit
like,
me with
I cuss. See,
But
fudge.
But
I see.
they hit me with the, at what age did you start cussing? See that first of all, that's not a prerequisite to cussing. It don't matter what age I started. I do it. That's the whole thing.
Do it. I've done it before. I know how.
And they,
See,
they were
Listen,
like,
look. One of my favorite
want
word to say
to.
is bitch. Another one I love to say is ass.
Oh. Fudge bucket.
Here's the thing with
Oh.
all the cuss words that are out there. It was also brought up to me this week. They were like, you get very creative instead of just saying the cuss word. Heretic is like, I just want you to one day just say F you. When somebody says something, just say F you, please. Okay. That was 4 years ago he made that request.
That's okay. Angry knows. Angry, well, kind of knows. I have a cousin who I'm fairly certain she's watching this, and she has a hard time with like standing up for herself, and like because sometimes the cursing thing comes into play. And we were gaming the other night, and I was picking on her, and she was like, "Shut the fuck up!" And I was like, "Oh my god."
That's a milestone right there.
So then the next night, her fiance gets on, and we're all playing together. And whatever happened to him. And I was like, "Hey, it could have been worse. It could have been 5%." And she was like, "Shut that!" And I was like, Say it again. Tell me, do it again." She was like, "I can say it if I want to."
Yeah, see, like, can I defend other people? Absolutely.
And she didn't say it again, and I picked on her. I was like, "Yeah, you can't say it. You can't say it."
Like, defending me, I feel so bad about it. I can't tell y'all how many times I've said something. And I thought what I've said is like so harsh. Like, yeah, I told him. And then I messaged Jess, and she's like, "I'm proud of you." But girl, that wasn't the worst.
That was a good one.
Now, are there times? Now, I will say with Chaos, there are times where I'll just sit there like I got so mad at somebody, and I was like, "Do you care if I say anything?" He's like, "Why are you asking me?"
Just let it out.
I wanna, and he's like, "You know, you're an adult, right?"
Like, you can swear, you can say it, you can swear. Let it out.
Oh my god. All right. Let's get this fudge bucket motherfarging show on the Rizzode.
I got one. I got the one I told you I took notes on.
Oh god, yeah.
This is the one that travels social media apps.
Yeah, I couldn't sleep. So I saw this on Facebook, followed it from Facebook to Instagram. And like I was telling Jess, somebody said that there were parts of this that were on Reddit. I didn't go to check because I was trying to look for some updates from where I was at. But this is a doozy. The names I changed, and they're not even close to the names were being used because I didn't want to accidentally say nothing. Because I borrowed a few people's passwords to travel through and follow this story.
We did some extreme digging to get to the bottom of this one.
This was not like fully public. Like parts of this was public, parts of this was like friends only type stuff.
Yeah, we did a little light hacking.
We got down to the screenshots.
Light hacking. I like it. I dig it.
A little light hacking. I mean,
okay. So I'm going to
bit.
use Reddit terms to explain this because it's the best way I know how to do it. So the original creator, the OP, is we're going to call him Marco. There's a revenge seeker. We're going to call her Paula. Marco, Paula, catch it. Okay.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Never mind.
I'm picking up what you're putting down. I got you.
And the villain in this story is Emma. Why did I choose Emma? I don't know. Just seemed like a good villain name. I don't know. Okay, so this started over 20 years ago. Okay.
Damn,
Marco and Emma. Beef. Yeah. Marco and Emma were engaged. Okay. They was cool. Everything was working great. They were up to like the final fittings, final tastings, final walkthroughs of their wedding. This is how close that they were. I couldn't get an exact time frame, but it was like, oh, I'm going to pick up my tuxedo in X amount of days. So I'm thinking week of the wedding. Now, the day before everything goes down, Emma finds out she's pregnant. Marco is like, not the best timing, but hey, we're getting married. Insta family. Let's do this. We got this. Yeah, you can still fit your dress. You're going to be extra glowing. We got this. She's like, oh, you're so sweet. I love you even more. And there was way too much information about how they celebrated. Newsflash. They're nasty And that's how they celebrated.
All right.
To try to make
All
another
right.
baby. Woohoo!
Yeah.
All right. All right. All right.
Now, Marco had a best friend that was a cousin. What I could not figure out is if this cousin was his cousin or her cousin. And before you go, you're going to be confused. You'll understand as we go forward. Okay. I don't know whose cousin this is.
But it's a
I don't know.
cousin.
And a lot of they got very common last names. Think like Smith and Johnson. And it's a lot of those. I don't know who's related to who at this point. Okay. So Marco chit-chatting with the bestie cousin, right? The bestie cousin is like, yeah, I'm a little stressed. I got a baby on the way. Marco's like, you don't have a girlfriend. So kind of one night stands are you having where you not strapping up? And he goes, oh, no. Like, I got a new family member on the way. I feel like your child is my child.
Mm.
Marco's like, okay, weird. Little funny.
Okay.
Not funny, haha. Funny, but okay, I'm gonna let it slide. And he goes, you know what? All right, yeah, I see what you're talking about. Let's order some pizza. And how about you go get some beers? I'm gonna go take a shower. They're at the bestie cousin's house. While Marco was able to use the line, I'm gonna go take a shower at somebody else's house, I don't know. Bestie cousin leaves. Marco has an idea. I know the password to his computer, goes in there. Emails, pictures, intimate videos with Emma.
Oh.
So Marco leaves. The bestie cousin comes back, empty apartment. I guess whatever was still on the computer screen, because by the time Marco gets back to the house, well, the apartment he shared with Emma, Emma's on the phone and was like, yeah, he's here now. So the bestie cousin must have called. He's like, so kid's not mine? I don't know, but I believe it's yours. We've been intimate far longer than I've been with him. How long have you been with him? Emma started hooking up with the bestie cousin around the 4th date with Marco.
Oh, damn. So like the whole time. Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
so he's like, I'm shutting everything down. Screw that. Tons of money lost. No deposits recovered. No nothing. Fast forward, baby's born. Have the baby tested. 0 match to Marco. Marco was like, cool. We done already went our separate ways. I'm just going to leave town. I don't want to look at neither one of y'all. I don't want nobody. I don't want y'all eventually lying, and I don't want nobody coming after me. Cool. Now, in comes
the villain?
14 years ago.
Oh.
Here comes Emma. 14 years ago, Emma goes to her mother, Paula. No, I'm sorry. Paula is the revenge seeker. Paula goes to her mother, Emma, and goes, we learned in school about DNA and genetics. There's no way he can be my dad. Blood types don't match. Emma's like, no, you're misunderstanding. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. A little bit of time goes on. We get to the point where 23andMe's and all that stuff gets popular. Little Miss Paula's like, I'm going to order one off the internet with mom's debit card. She does. Swap, some way, somehow. Not the pappy. He gets pissy. He's like, F this shit. I don't want to see y'all again. All of the family, stop messing with them. Paula's like, Mom, how could you do this? Who is actually my father?
I knew neither one was going to be the baby daddy.
Former co-worker who died during all of these years.
Mm.
Now, from what I could gather, it seemed like he liked the sauce a little bit too much and got into a fender bender because he liked to have the sauce and then get behind the wheel of the car.
Oh, no.
So then
Gotcha.
Fast
All right,
forward
all right,
to
all right.
earlier this year. Marco is now an executive. From time to time, he is a speaker at conferences. Okay. Paula has done her research. She knows that Marco is an ex of her mother's. She knows that he does these conferences. She schedules a little, I need some self care at the city that he's in. Intentionally runs into him, intentionally, let me buy you a drink, blah, 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 blah. They start talking. And then she goes, you know what? I got to come clean. I know who you are, and this is how I know who you are. And he goes, oh, all right, just so you know, I'm not your father. I didn't abandon you. She's like, no, 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 no. I know. I can't stand my bitch of a mother. Who you think my father is not my father. This is who it is, but I need to tell you why I'm here. And he goes,
I
okay,
think I
like,
heard this one.
he's like, if your mom wants me back, I don't want her back. No, 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 no. I want the ultimate revenge on my mom. It's been 20 years. I can't help you.
They hook up.
Ultimate revenge,
Mhm,
have
mhm.
sex, take a picture, send it to the mom after sex. And with the picture, I can finally call him daddy.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I heard this one. Yeah, I heard this one.
I applaud this. I applaud this.
I
That
heard
was
this one. Yeah,
diabolical.
yeah.
Okay. That's right up my alley though. That's some shit I would do.
The pictures,
That's that
the
petty
pictures,
revenge right there. That's that pettiness,
yeah,
and I love
and
it. I love it. I love it.
and here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
How
Mm-hmm.
I found it,
I 100% approve.
Mama was unraveling over on Facebook, talking about it's so bad. Her daughter was taken advantage of. This is the epitome of grooming. Daughter comes out, I'm grown. I was not groomed. I was not raised around this person.
Look, I made my own decision. Saw him out.
And by the time we
Mm-hmm.
got over to the Insta of all Grahams, she said, I knew how to please him because you held on to your videos and I watched them.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Damn. She watched the old sex tapes with the mom. Turn around and use the
She
same sex tricks on the dude. That's
she went to the game footage. She went to the game footage.
Said she
she took
oh
She
she
went
notes.
to the
when she said she did her research, she did her research.
She took
I
notes.
Okay.
and
I
then on
applaud
She
this
took
Instagram,
level of
notes.
petty. I applaud this level of
there were
petty.
other people jumping into the conversation. That one guy, I don't know if what he was saying is true or not, but he was saying that he was an ex of Paula, the revenge seeker, right? And was like, yeah, if she upped her game from when we linked up, bro, just go ahead and put a ring on it.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I don't know. And back to the
So
cousin,
yeah.
the bestie cousin, he came into the comment section, and then a bunch of people with one particular, we're just gonna say the last name is Smith, okay? With one particular last name was like, you should be ashamed. I can't believe y'all did that. We were accepting of this, but y'all are related. But I couldn't figure out who the y'all are.
Right, because it could be either one, and it would still be like
Like they're
nasty
still
type of.
mad at him, but everybody just keeps saying y'all.
Mm.
But
No. What
everybody
they're thinking
in
is
all of these
this.
situations
No,
have
what they're
similar
thinking is
last names.
what they're thinking is that's his daughter, but it's not because
Mm-hmm.
he and the mother used to date. So that's why
Mm-hmm.
they're
No, 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 no,
automatically
no. I'm
thinking
saying the
that's
the
his
guy.
daughter.
No, the bestie cousin. That's what they're saying to the bestie cousin. Y'all are related. So I don't know whose cousin. I don't know if it's the
Uh,
mama's cousin or the OP's cousin. Because, like I said, it's like both, like OP and the ex seem to have the same, like family members with the same, like similar last name. Like I said, think Smith and Johnson. Very, 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 very common. Mm-hmm.
Damn.
But before anybody asks, as much as we like to joke about white people's shit, this is sofrito shit.
Oh. Damn. That's a shocker.
And that's part of why I followed the story, because I was like, y'all don't normally do this stuff.
It's like this is
out of character.
I was like,
I
y'all.
need to see where this ends out.
Yeah.
I need to see where this goes.
Like, I'm intrigued.
Oh, and then I also found out somebody somebody still on Facebook. I think she was like the grandmother of
everybody's chiming in
of Paula at 8 years old. When Paula was 8 years old, the grandmother was like, you don't quite look like the rest of us. What the rest of your mama family look like? Can you bring us some pictures?
Like, you don't look like anybody.
I think she was one of ours. First of all, I can laugh because I have family members say that to me, and I'm like, Fishy, I'm adopted. Of course, I don't look like you. Thank y'all. You forgot.
Okay. All right.
Did you forget?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like their son, like to this day, they'll say it like it's supposed to be hurtful. No, I'm glad we don't share no DNA. I see how y'all act.
Like,
I'm good.
that's supposed to hurt my feelings?
My father said something to me this week, like, "Oh, you did this." I said, first of all, any other major moments in my life, I will invite anybody that I can swap organs with. He hung up on me.
Oh man,
you would say some shit.
All right.
Okay.
I have one.
All right, go ahead.
Am I the asshole if I uninvite people to my wedding who weren't invited to teach my mom a lesson?
What? Hold on. Okay, am I slow? Okay, hold on. I'm an asshole for uninviting people who weren't invited. What? Okay,
who weren't invited to teach my mom a lesson. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Let's see where this goes.
Hi, long-time listener, first-time poster. A little backstory. My mom and I'm 21. We've had a rocky relationship. I'm the oldest daughter to a boy mom. If you know, you know. She's always been really opinionated, rude, and manipulative. She's the type to make passive-aggressive jabs to make a point that I've messed up, and she's never been shy to take an opportunity to tell me what I've done wrong with my life. She once said that when I was getting my CNA certification that she was going to give me money, but since I got a tattoo a couple months before, I clearly didn't need the help. And the kicker, I never asked her for any of that money. My dad has usually been the type to blindly back her up, but as their relationship has been getting rocky itself over a couple of years, partially due to him being passive and her walking all over him, he's seemed lately to stop blindly backing her up. And here's an example. This issue started months ago when I got engaged to my fiance, 27 male, in December last year. I had this gut feeling there were going to be some problems with my mom, but I was hoping for the best. Most of the planning was going well, still stressful, but well. The main issue started a few months ago when we had solidified the guest list and my parents came to me asking to invite 22 more people. 6 on my dad's list and 16 on my mom's. So I told them I would compromise and I would do 10 out of 22. We double checked the 10 picked. It was confirmed by the parents that everyone was okay with the people chosen. We thought all was well until a week ago when my maid of honor told me my mom was talking about the guest list and how she was unhappy. My maid of honor shut her down and thought it was over, that we needed to have another conversation with them at some point. But yesterday morning, my fiance told me that that my mother was texting my maid of honor about the guest list again. So I knew we needed to talk sooner rather than later. I sent a text to her, my dad, and included my fiance, stating that if they had any issues with the guest list, to come to me directly. My dad called immediately and asked what we were talking about. He's got no idea that we were changing anything in the guest list and no idea that my mom was complaining. I told him we had already assumed that, and we were just putting him in the text chain to inform him of what she was doing, as well as warn her that she's not as sneaky as she thinks. Yesterday evening, I got a notification that someone who was a part of the 12 people not invited bought a card off of our registry. And the only way to access that is to have a direct invite link. So I knew my mom had taken a picture or done something with an invite and sent it to that person. Both my fiance and I are angry because she went behind our backs and manipulated the situation. I called my dad and told him. He sounded defeated and said that if I really truly needed him to be with us when I talked to my mom, that he would, but ultimately it was my choice. My fiance and I have already set a date and time to talk to her tomorrow, but my fiance thinks we should uninvite all of the guests, including the 10 additional ones that we had already invited on their behalf. And he wants me to make her do it. He says it's the best way to punish her and show her that actions have consequences. I'm torn because I want her to feel embarrassed, but I don't want people to feel hurt unnecessarily. So would I be the asshole if I uninvited them, or should I make her do it?
Neither.
What?
Send her an invoice for all of the extra people. And at the reception, thank her for being so gracious of paying for the people she forced onto the guest list, because she's acting like, I can't stand it when people act as if things that you pay for aren't being paid for.
Mm-hmm.
It's free.
Like it costs no money to add 22 people to a wedding.
Like it's just cool.
22 people was like half my wedding right there. And that was like 40 people at mine.
Right, yeah, because
That's a lot of people.
making her, because at this point, uninviting them, whether you do it or you make the mother do it, she's going to look like the victim. She can still spin that in her favor. Now she's going to have people showering her with gifts and compassion and sympathy. No, let them come, have her prepay for it. Don't take a check, don't take a transfer, have her bring you cash so she can't go and dispute it and cause you to be in debt later. And at the reception, get up there with your degrees and everything and go, thank you, mother, for being so gracious as to pay for all of these people that Jen, that you forced onto the guest list. Do it just like that.
You know what? I didn't think of that. I would immediately just say, make her do it. But I didn't think of going the third option and say, you know what? Let him come. But she's paying for him.
Because think about it, if you do it now, we don't know the story that the wife has told. And the fact that the wife is going to the maid of honor, one, I'm gonna have to sit down and talk to my maid of honor, because why is my mom so comfortable being devious around you? What have y'all done together before for this to happen? Because what made her think that coming to you
was going to get her what she wanted?
Exactly.
How often are the two of you teaming up to manipulate me?
Right. What have you manipulated in the past that she thought that you would do? Because generally speaking, your maid of honor may go with you with certain things, may know who these vendors are, but how you getting in like that? Because you can't go in and change anything. But absolutely no. Come on, bring them on in. And the father is a bitch. What you mean? I'll be there when you talk to. How about you tell your wife to stop? And here's a novel idea.
Yeah.
Here's a novel idea. Parents, you're on the guest list. You are a guest. You are each other's plus one. You don't get to have a guest list. And I'm saying this as a parent who has children that are married. I had to tell people, especially when my youngest got married, they didn't really want a wedding. I told y'all I was a flower girl, the ring bearer. I escorted people in and I helped with the ceremony. That's how they wanted. And people are like, well, who's on your guest list? I don't have a guest list. I'm on the guest list. Like all of this, I need these people. This is not your time for networking. This isn't your time to impress your friends. This isn't your event. You have an anniversary coming up. Use that anniversary for all of that.
Let me say this. So it may not be 100% the husband's fault, because here's the thing: if she's so emboldened to just invite 22 people just because that's what she wanted, he might have said no, don't do it, and might have still kept saying no, don't do it, but she did it anyways.
But he's
So
no better wanting to bring 6 people, because here's the thing. And some people may say, "Oh, well, what if they knew him?" If I know somebody, like I do, that there are friends of my parents that I do have standalone relationships with, that yes, if I have big moments, I will tell them about, But if you have to tell me about their no. And I think it's really shitty to invite people you don't care. And I know there are people over the years
also hate when people try to use weddings as family reunions.
Yeah, because I've
like,
had
I
people
don't
say
need
that
to
I'm
invite my
cold-hearted.
cousin that I once met at a party or a Christmas when I was 4 years old that I've never seen again. We've never spoken. We're nowhere near close in age. They don't need to come.
There are people
This
who
is
think
not
that
a
I am
family
cold-hearted
reunion. This is my
because
wedding.
yeah, I haven't gone to certain events of people because one, I really don't know them. Two, like there are a couple of kids, I mean, we're all adults now, of friends of my parents. I don't have a relationship with them. Like there's one of my godmothers, technically my god sister. There is 17 and a half years between us.
That's big.
Even
What are you
as
gonna
adults,
have in common?
we ain't never really hung out. We don't invite each other to stuff. There's no bad blood, but people are like, oh well, why didn't you go? There's no reason for you to pay for me to be here. And I'm not going to get a gift, an outfit, or anything for what. I'm not even there to celebrate you. At this point, I'm just there for free drinks and free food. Let's be real.
I'm literally there to meet you again at this point. Like, I haven't seen you in 15 years. The last time I saw you, I was a legitimate child. Now I'm going to meet you when you have a bunch of your friends and people who love you dearly that you would prefer to be spending time with. And instead, we have to catch up for 15 minutes trying to figure out who we are to each other and which one of our parents is related to who.
Yeah,
exactly.
And also, unpopular opinion. But y'all, I need people to stop fighting so hard to have +1s at weddings. Nobody involved in that wedding knows your +1. And as somebody who's been dragged along because they've been given a +1 and they feel like they don't want to show up without the +1, because whether a lot of times before you even RSVP, people have already budgeted out, talked to their caterers and stuff. We're going to pay for X amount of people. So folks like, I don't want to waste the food. I don't know you. You don't know me. Especially if you have a receiving line, there's going to be an awkward moment where we're just shaking each other's hands like, bitch, who are you? Bitch, who are you? Like,
yeah, I didn't have
or then like even more so at the reception, like you don't know anybody, like you don't know anybody's friends, like, but you're the person you're with does. They're gonna go off and be social, and you're what? At a table by yourself while they have a family reunion, high school reunion, best friends getting together, whatever it happens to be, and it's like awkward turtle in the corner.
Pictures, the couple is going to have these pictures with random folks in there. And two, it can cause awkward moments because, again, I have been in positions where I'm just sitting at the table. I don't care. I'll sit there because I'll bring like a book and sit there and read. Yes, I'm that person that will read at a reception. I am there as a seat filler. Okay. Think of this as an award show and I'm paid to sit in the seat. But I've had people come over and try to talk me up, and girlfriends have thought that I'm trying to take their man. I don't know who's who, and I don't care about y'all. I don't care. Your man's a creep. Your woman's a creep. Go deal with them. And there are people who go to weddings to specifically try to get lucky. And before you go, but Taz, what if there's a no +1? There are creepy people that would go and boy shika boinka bang their cousins at a wedding because they think at a wedding it doesn't count. I wish I was joking, but there's subreddits about it. People love to confess weird stuff.
Yeah. That's actually a thing.
Weird.
And all that will go to the next
one.
Like
it's a wedding. It's just like, oh.
All right, I got one. Am I overreacting? Boyfriend keeps rage baiting me. All right.
Probably
Since
not.
January of this year, my boyfriend, 21 male, started calling me, 20 female, a pig and a hippo.
Mm.
We'd been together for around 6 months, and at that point, we'd been together for around 6 months at that point, and dating for 9. I expressed that I genuinely did not like it and told him to
Whoa,
stop
hold
countless
on.
times.
Pause. Wait a
The
wait.
math sounded off, but
Yeah,
I'm
one more
okay.
time.
They were an
They've
actual
been
couple for
huh?
6 months, but they had been dating for 9.
Oh, like the talking
But
They were
stage or
talking
whatever.
and talking phase, going out and dating 9 months, an
but
official
but hold
couple
on.
for
But
6.
okay. But
So the first
within
3
the
were just for
first.
fun.
But wait a
Yeah,
minute. The time frame that when he start was it the time frame of dating or what? Oh, okay, it's still too long. Kill him. No, don't kill him. Thomas said to stop suggesting to kill people. Okay. No murder.
at least wait till it get to the end.
Mida.
All right.
Mida.
So we've been together for around 6 months at that point and dating for 9. I expressed that I genuinely did not like it and told him to stop countless times. And all he did was ask what he'll get in return for stopping, or will say, I'll stop temporarily. He
Murder.
also constantly he also constantly called me fat or other similar adjectives such as round or big, and it made me uncomfortable. After around a month, I decided to just call him a pig when he called me one, considering how every time he saw me, he would just greet me by piggy, and it really pissed me off. I basically wanted him to get a taste of his own medicine. We should call him Little Dick. But in, he still did stop. But he still didn't stop until after several months of this animal name calling, when I essentially told him it wasn't going to work if he kept calling me these animal names and rage baiting me. I also expressed that pigs are associated with a lot of negative traits in my mind, such as being fat or lazy. And he finally stopped after saying he didn't know I viewed it that way, and I shouldn't have gone along with it by also calling him a pig. He said that
Mm.
he thinks it's funny to rage bait me because I'm cute when I'm upset slash mad slash irritated. And I'm really confused as to why anyone would like seeing their partner upset. For context, I'm relatively skinny. I usually wear a size 25 or US 2. So these fat slash round claims make no sense. Every time I confront him about it, he says I'm perfect and I don't need to change anything about myself. A few days ago, he went on vacation and texted me that he saw large cheesecakes at the local markets. When I asked whether he tried it, he said he didn't have his big my name to help him finish it, so he didn't try it yet. When I told him that was really mean and he usually eats a lot more than me, which is true, he just said that he channels his inner my name when eating and proceeded to say that his stomach capacity could never compare to mine. This really rubbed me the wrong way, and I told him that he needed to minimize calling me big slash round slash fat. I also told him that I prefer when people are nicer to me, to which he responded he wants to treat me right and that he hopes I can see that.
He needs to go date his mentor, Andrew Tate.
They need to break up. Like, what?
Because that's what
She
he's
needs
doing.
All
to
right.
phone her
He's
best friend
nagging her.
and plot
She's
under
a
the
size.
cover of
All right.
night.
She's a
He's
size
All
he's
right.
nagging
2.
her, Merla.
She's
I'll
a size 2, and he's referring to
let's
her as
see.
a piggy or
Okay.
fat and big back shit. Like, nah, he gotta go. You gotta go, my guy. You gotta
All
go.
right.
Does she
Let's see.
have friends?
That's almost at the end.
She
Almost at the
must
end.
not
Oh,
have friends.
So
we
was
jumped
I
in. He's not even
overreacting?
done. My bad,
So was
Vaughn.
I overreacting and calling him out when he was on vacation?
No,
I confronted him. Jesus Christ! Can I finish, please?
no,
Can I fucking finish?
no.
Yes. Jerry says finish, 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 my good brother Angry. Finish.
Oh, I think the story rage baited y'all. Rage baited
Yeah,
me too.
a little bit.
Was I overreacting and calling him out when he was on vacation? I confronted him right about he. I confronted him right about when he was about to leave for a 6-day backpacking trip, and now I feel bad for picking such a bad time.
Mm-mm.
And would
Ah,
I be
well,
overreacting if I just broke up with him over this? We've been
no.
together for a little over a year, and we're both college students.
Leave that ass. Leave him. You wouldn't be the
Oh,
asshole.
yeah.
You should have been left him a long time ago. There's something wrong with that man. He likes to rage bait you because he thinks it's cute when you get mad. And I hate motherfuckers like that. Like, oh, you just want to get me mad so you can see me be all hot and bothered and shit. Like, no, there's something wrong with you when you want to do that to people. Don't manipulate my emotions like that on purpose. Nope, he's got to
My
go.
dear, my dear sweet OP, please leave that ragamuffin of a man. As a matter of fact, join him on his hiking trip. Take him to the highest portion of the hike. Let gravity do the
So
rest.
Mhm.
Allegedly.
let me let me say this. Um, I dated a girl that she did that in her words. Um, she would like to start arguments with whoever she was dating, so then that way the makeup sex would be better.
Yeah, I don't get people like that. Like, nah, what? We're not going out of our
That was
way to
her whole
fight
reasoning.
to increase
Yeah,
the passion. There's something
yeah,
wrong with you. There's this, like you're not clicking right somewhere in there.
yeah.
Mm-mm.
So
And I
Like
get
I
it.
said,
I
so
seen it.
leave.
But
she needs to phone
So
a
leave.
friend.
And I say this to get to this point. Leave because it's only going to get worse.
yes, yes. Damn, I got one.
I still think though she must not have any friends because if she had even 2 solid girlfriends, she would not be in that relationship.
That's true. That's true. You're
No.
probably right.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Unless her friends are stupid too. Let's not forget the stupid wenches befriend stupid wenches. And they be
Yeah,
out
that
here doing stupid wench stuff.
Birds
that
of
is
a
true
feather
too.
flock together. That is
Stoop
true.
stupid wenches do
Do
conglomerate.
They do
yeah.
stupid
I
wench
mean,
stuff.
valid, but like even this stupid one.
They just be out here
But
just
even
stupid
there's
wench.
but even with all the stupid wenches, there got to be at least like one that's just like that
One
that
of
that
those
don't
in their
sound right.
brain knows that like yeah. If she's
Unless
going to her friends being like, this makes me uncomfortable, they're either gaslighting her too to be like, well, you have put on a little weight and they're not her real friends, or she just doesn't have
or
friends.
they
Or they
she's
want her
not telling
man.
them.
She needs to
Yeah.
put on
Or
some
she's
weight.
not
She's a
telling them.
size 2. I'm just gonna throw that in there too. Like maybe she could stand and gain a few pounds. You know, the size
Mhm.
2.
Not to mention if
Mm.
when she gave the weight and then when she said US, yeah, let's not forget a lot of cultures outside of the US, they're down with that. So
Mm.
her telling friends may not be an option because the friends will be like, well, we did teach you how to lose a little weight. That's why I found out that's why the heifers is getting drunk through their Bucci cats. Because they think that
What?
they won't have the calendar, they won't have the caloric intake. I couldn't
Oh,
sleep a lot this week, and I started looking up a lot of stuff that was being brought up throughout the week. I gotta stop making lists. That's my problem. I
Now,
gotta stop making lists.
do you still? All right. Would you pass a breathalyzer if you're intaking the alcohol through the Butcher Cat?
No, you don't fart.
Okay, that I didn't look up. Now I gotta look that up. Thank you, Jess. Thank you, Jess. See,
Okay,
this is why that show that I sent you, because Cass was like, that's you
I'm
and
putting that
Jess.
on my list to
That's you.
watch either today or tomorrow. I'm gonna start it.
When you watch it, you'll be
I,
like, yeah, that's me and Taz. Yeah.
okay, all right. What's next?
I have one here.
Bless it.
All right. Am I the asshole for asking my friend to Uber back to the airport over an hour away for an early flight? For context, he came into town to visit myself and a few other friends. We spent some time in Atlanta and I drove us and I drove us 2 hours to the lake house where we stayed from Thursday till Sunday. He booked an 8:50 a.m. flight on Sunday. Mind you, the airport is an hour and a half from the house. He knew he knew this and also knew there would be 5 guys at this house drinking all day on the boat and staying up late playing video games. I think it's an absolute dick move to book a flight that early in the morning with the expectation that I and my girlfriend and dog would all need to get up early and leave my other friends at the house alone the morning after we boat and drink all day to get him to his flight on time. I pitched the idea of splitting the cost of an Uber, which would be $60 on his end, and he got angry. Mind you, he makes multi 6 figures, so $60 is nothing. I didn't even bother following up and just paid for the whole Uber myself. But am I crazy in thinking it was a dick move to book a flight that early, knowing full well what the weekend plans were the day prior?
It's a dick move, even if you weren't going to be on a boat all day and be out drinking or whatever.
First of all,
these
people are adults, right? What? Like,
Yeah.
I would have just.
So we have really recent experience with a situation similar to this.
Yeah, they said if I wanted to get a remotely good night's sleep, I would need to be in bed by 9 p.m. to wake up at 5:30 to drive him. So am I the asshole for sending him an Uber?
No.
Matter of fact, the fact that you paid for the Uber is above and beyond because I wouldn't have.
Yep.
No, and what was the point of coming? Like, I've turned down stuff where I'm like, okay, in order for me to go and come back, like because of other things I have to do, I would have to leave at this time, which is going to inconvenience so many people. Because when you're planning stuff, you're planning for the amount of people you've invited. I don't want to throw that off. So I just, sorry, thanks for the invite. I can't make it this time. Why even go? Because even if he'd have been like, hey, you guys, I'm coming, but I got to leave this day at this time. So I got to go to bed at this point. What's the point? Because everybody else is going to be like,
so I was just in Denver.
Quiet so he can do this. Like, no.
I was just in Denver and a friend of mine flew from Utah to Denver with the intention for like a bunch of us to be able to get together on the Sunday night. I had plans on Saturday. She flew in on Saturday. It was very clear that and she was flying out on Monday. I was very clear that I didn't mind taking her to the airport if she had the 1:00 flight. There were 3 flight options, an 8 a.m., a 1 p.m., and a 10 p.m. I said, if you have the 1:00, I don't mind taking you to the airport. We can go. I'll pick you up. We'll have breakfast. I'll take you to the airport. I can go back. I can pick up my kid in Denver. We can still have the rest of the day to do stuff, but I'm not doing the early, and I'm not doing the late. But she waited too long to book her tickets, and she didn't end up being able to get out until the late. She didn't have a hotel room booked. She didn't have a rental car booked. She didn't have anything.
Oh, damn. That's her bad.
Oh, damn.
She has something. It's called audacity.
Oh.
All damn audacity.
Yeah. She did.
Yep. There was a night that she was supposed to like have she was supposed to go and stay with some friends of ours on Saturday night. And then Sunday night, she was going to stay in Denver at a hotel. And then I was going to pick her up on Monday and take her to the airport. And she didn't book a hotel. She didn't book a car. She ended up having to go back. So Sunday, a bunch of us got together and we ate food. And then she ended up having to go back to our friend's house further away from the airport to sleep that night because she didn't book a hotel, and then had to get somebody else to take her to the airport for the 10 p.m. flight that then got so delayed. She was supposed to be home and in her front door just after midnight. She didn't get home until 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And her first, she runs an in-home daycare, and her first round of kids was being dropped off at like 5 a.m.
Oh,
so she got in the door and was like, boom.
So soon she got in, they were meeting her there.
Bye.
In the door, handled her kids, her dogs, cleaned house a little bit, work's dropped off.
Damn.
I gotta drop out because I gotta start the Zoom for the fights. There's still a fight going, but I want to know why this man obviously took his grandmama's good Chanel old school 1952 jacket, cut it up and put it around the waist of his potato sack army green shorts and down the side of it. What is going on? And why is this? I
Yes,
don't know,
and
but
Brian.
I also want to know why he is 6 different shades of black. This is not the
Why is
sounds of blackness that we
no?
were looking for.
Look. I'm sorry. Why is there a pocket in the back of his boxing shorts? What is he holding in there?
I don't know, and I want to know why the other guy looked like he got a cummerbund on. Well, but I don't know. Okay, it's been fun,
Cummerbund.
y'all. For those,
Mhm.
I'm going to refresh the link in the Tazisms Discord. Um, I'm going over now. Uh,
I'll
for
see you
those of
there in
y'all that
30
did
minutes.
not
All
meet
right.
Jeffrey, Jerry, like Jerry Springer, the giraffe. This is the only giraffe that I have. Allegedly. This is the only one that I have that I'm allowed to keep.
Mm.
Unless I can get somebody a Highland cow.
Stop.
No cow.
They're
He
so
wants a
cute
Highland-
though. They're so
He
little and
said,
cute.
he said if I can get him a Highland cow, either I can have a house goat or I can have the albino pygmy giraffe that's over in Tanzania right now.
The giraffe is cute. I sent you that. It is a cute one. I'm thinking I shouldn't have sent you that.
Oh,
I feel like
But
we
y'all
gotta
make
go
me
around.
tired.
If I get
Okay.
a house goat, I can name
I could be
the house
supportive of a
goat
house goat.
A house goat.
Jimmy Earl.
Let's see.
Okay, could you imagine me going through the neighborhood yelling for Jimmy Earl? Because remember, we got like 25 chickens and a rooster that live a block over.
Jimmy Earl.
Just wait. I wrote them a letter asking them could I make videos with their chickens.
I can't say who in my life at one point was going to name one of their children Alfred Maurice. And I kept saying if they did that, I was just going to call them Alfie Mo. And I feel like that would be a good goat name too.
I want a pygmy pig that I want to name, full name. You know, this is what I want to name him. Batman's homeboy. Anybody who's seen the movie Baps knows what I'm talking about. Because they were calling the butler Alfred. That was not his name. And he was like, who's Alfred? You know, Batman's homeboy. That's what I want to call the pig.
Okay.
See you
All
later.
right.
I'll open up the Zoom. Bye, y'all.
All right.
This is wild.
Oh, is it? All right. I got one. Here.
Okay, good, because I'm fresh out. I'll be
Wow, I
struggling to
wasn't
find the
even here
one I
last
tried.
week. I got another one if we need one.
I
So.
got
All
one.
right, cool.
I got it. Am I the asshole for refusing to keep helping my friend after they ignored my advice? So, I've been friends with someone for a few years, and lately they've been coming to me consistently for advice about the same problem. I've listened, tried to help, and given them pretty straightforward advice every time. The problem is that they never actually take it. They do the exact opposite. Things blow up, and then they come back to me expecting me to fix everything. This happened again recently. They called me upset and wanted me to spend my evening helping them deal with the situation that they had basically created themselves. I told them I cared about them, but I wasn't going to keep getting involved if they were going to ignore everything I said and then expect me to clean up the mess. They got really offended and said a real friend would help without judging them. Now I feel kind of guilty because I probably could have helped, but at the same time I'm exhausted from having the same conversation over and over. Am I the asshole for finally refusing to help?
No.
I think the first question was going to be, is it the same exact situation? Like, are we dealing with the exact same situation over and over again? Or are we dealing with different situations that they keep coming to? Because I feel like those are two separate things.
Yeah, that's
If
true.
someone keeps coming to get your advice, even if they do something opposite of the advice you give, maybe they just needed to talk it out. Maybe they just needed to hear options. Like sometimes people just need like that sounding board.
Right, that perspective,
Yeah.
the different
But
perspective.
if they're coming to you about the same situation and then it keeps like they keep doing the opposite and like you keep having to help them through the cleanup process, then not the asshole at all.
Right. That's the
Drop
one
that
I'm
shit.
thinking.
No,
Leave me
yeah.
alone.
That's
No,
the
yeah,
scenario
and-
that's playing in my head. That it's the same
Yeah.
situation, and I've had to tell friends before, like, look, I'm tired of hearing about this same bullshit. So if you're not gonna do what you're asking me for advice, and I'm giving you the same advice all the time. If you're not gonna do that, and I don't want to hear about this shit no more, like anymore. Don't even
Yeah.
bring it up. I've had to
And
do
then-
that before.
and that's what it is with this story. It's the same problem, and OP keeps giving them the same advice, but the other person just doesn't do it, doesn't take it. So no, not the asshole.
Not
the
even a
asshole at
little
all.
bit.
Not even. No.
Yeah. Nope.
No. Because I
Am I
do
the
the same
asshole
thing.
for refusing to pay rent so my brother's wife can move in?
What? Say that again.
Am I the asshole for refusing to pay rent so my brother's wife can move in?
So you're paying the rent so the wife can't move. I'm not going to pay the rent.
So-
That way, nobody can live
Not
here.
paying the rent, so the brother's wife can move. All right, let's see where this goes.
24 years old and my brother's 27. Since 2023, my dad, my brother, and I have been living in a 2-bedroom apartment in Florida. Because there are only 2 bedrooms, my brother and I have been sharing the master while my dad sleeps in the other room across the hall. Yes, we've shared a room for 4 years. I have a bed and he has a bed. When we first moved in, I put effort into making it feel like a home. I spent hours searching for affordable furniture, decorations. I found a couch on Facebook, paid for the delivery myself, thrifted the coffee table, found the love seat in the corner of the living room. I picked out the artwork on the walls, got our dining room table from a coworker. It's a solid wooden table that expands from 4 to 8, and it comes with matching wooden chairs. I put time and effort into creating a comfortable home. Fast forward, my brother got married to his fiance in another country in 2023. He's filed immigration paperwork so that hopefully she can move to the United States and live with him. The original plan was that once she arrived, she would take my place in the apartment and I would move away to live with my mom in a different city. I've already accepted that plan, started preparing for it, and that means finding a new job, figuring out how to move my car, adjusting to a new city, starting over, finishing my degree in graphic design, and on top of that, leaving behind everything I bought in that apartment because I can't afford a moving truck. So all the furniture and all the decorations I worked so hard to find are staying there. The lease ends on September 30th, and I've already told my brother that I'll be moving out next month, and here's where the problem started. My brother told me that he expects me to pay my portion of the rent even after I've moved out until his wife finds a job and they can afford their portion on their own. And I've said no. I don't understand how that makes sense. Why am I paying rent for an apartment I won't be living in while paying my expenses of moving, finding a new place, and supporting myself? His wife moving in and contributing financially is their responsibility, not mine. I had a serious conversation with my brother and it turned into a huge argument. I asked him why they don't move somewhere they can afford. And he admitted they don't want to because his wife wants to stay in South Florida. I'm speechless because she's never even been here. He keeps saying, if you don't want to help family, just say you have a money problem. Like he's a victim but he's trying to put me in an awkward position. Money's not the problem. No, it's that they chose to stay in this apartment and they can't afford it. And they expect me to keep paying rent. At this point, I think I might just move to another state and get another job. Am I overreacting for refusing to keep paying rent even though I'm moving out?
No.
Move to another country. Change your number, change your name, change your whole identity, and get a whole new family.
Wild to me to be like, my wife doesn't want to leave South Florida. She's never been there.
And it's expensive as hell in Florida. Like the further south to Florida you go, the more expensive it is to live. The South Florida is absolutely.
That's why there's 3 grown-ass men sharing a 2-bedroom apartment in South Florida.
Yes.
Right. Like
that should tell you
they
something.
Can't even afford that 3rd bedroom.
That should tell you something. If 3 grown-ass men are living in a place, 3 grown-ass men are living in a 2-bedroom apartment, that should tell you something.
Oh, this is clearly just like a 90-day fiance situation.
I was just going to say, like, did they like not meet until they
Has to be because it says
they were married.
It
before
says
they
right
met.
at the beginning, got married to his wife, his fiance that lives in another country in 2023.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That was a mail order bride situation. And now you can't afford to put her up.
And this is a new post. So not only that, but they've been married since 2023, still living apart, waiting for all the immigration and visa stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And the whole plan
And
has
now-
always been brother's gonna move out, wife's gonna move in. And now they're like, oh, you're gonna move out, but you still have to pay rent?
Yeah, that's wild. That's a wild ass expectation.
And
And you're gonna
the thing
keep
is-
all my stuff?
It could be me.
the brother's right. It's like,
You
look,
should be
why am I
paying
paying?
me
It's like, why
1
the hell-
month's rent to keep all my shit.
it's like, why am I
Right,
paying-
like-
Charge you a
why am I
rental
paying this
fee.
rent?
Like,
Here's how about $50 a month to keep all my shit in your apartment?
yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now-
I'm screaming.
No, I'm not doing that. It's like, look, I'm gonna pay you. I'm gonna pay you rent at a place that I don't live at.
Yeah, basically, so I'm paying for a storage unit now?
Now, if I'm paying for a storage unit, okay, that's fair. I'll give you $20.
You're using my stuff. Pay me to rent.
Right. Like we'll do a lease to own situation on all the shit that
All
I've left.
my
in this apartment.
furniture.
Yes.
Right?
At least to own my table, my couch, my love seat, my TV, my artwork, all of it.
Mm-mm.
Pay
That's
me
all right,
right. You
look,
got
and-
me.
Wild.
You got
That's
me
all the way up.
fucked up. If you think I'm gonna pay, if I'm
That's a-
living on my own,
That's some caucasity right
you
there.
know, exactly. I pay my own rent. Have
It's
my own
the
bills.
younger brother at that.
everything
Like,
like
it's
that.
the younger brother at that. Like, it's not the older brother who they're like baby brothers. Like, can you still please pay rent so my wife can move in? Like, we're 22 years old. No, he's 27. You're the one who got married 3-4 years ago. Support your wife.
Said you don't need to. You don't need any parts of marriage or your wife or
Then you
bring
didn't
him
come up
in
with a
or
better
live-
game plan
mm-mm.
than that in 3 years. Like,
Said
it's
no.
been
You
going on
have
for a
3
while
years to
now.
think about this. It's D-Day, and all you can think of is, hey, you still have to pay rent?
We're gonna stay in South Florida. That's the goal. Good
Shit.
luck. The amount of motherfuckers getting
So
priced out of their
you-
place in South Florida right now is ridiculous. Okay, that's why I'm laughing. But if you're not paying attention, I mean, it is terrible down here in Florida right now. That's why I stay all the way at the top of Jacksonville. Like I said, it gets more expensive the further south you go. We're not leaving Jacksonville. Okay, it's expensive enough right here.
Oh my god, yeah. And
It's mayhem in
Take
Florida
care.
with the rent.
oh my god.
South
I have
Florida.
the audacity to be like, oh, you still need to pay your portion for the half a
for the
bedroom
half-
I've been renting.
Right.
It says on top too, there is a little note that while it says they both have their own beds, he has a twin bed and brother has a queen. So it's
Damn.
not even equal
Oh my
division
god.
in the room.
Nope. That's wild. Yeah.
No. OP run. Get your own space. Pay your own bills and tell your brother quit
Quit trying to
don't be a
stay in South
loser.
Florida because your ass can't afford it.
don't
Just
be
give
a
up that
loser.
dream.
So no,
Yeah,
don't
if
be a
you
loser.
can't afford for your wife
No,
to live
see,
there,
here's
you
the thing.
probably shouldn't have one.
Here's the thing. Tell your brother.
that,
Grow
yeah.
said. Tell him to tell his wife. Look, we can't afford to stay in South Florida. We got to move somewhere where we can afford to stay.
To be fair,
Once you-
it doesn't sound like we can afford to be anywhere if all he is paying is a third of the rent of an apartment.
Mm-hmm. So that way I say, move to where you can afford it.
Nowhere.
Which is a new state.
Not in Florida.
Nowhere.
Another state.
Alabama. maybe
Nowhere. If you
Georgia.
can't afford half or a third of
If
the
you can't
of
afford
the
a
rent,
third of a 2-bedroom apartment,
you can't afford rent anyway.
Mhm.
You need to go
So
apply for housing benefits.
You need something.
You need at least $2,000 a month to live down here, and that's
Go
up
get
front.
another job.
And $2,000 a month for like a
Say
one
no.
bedroom down in Miami right now.
Get 2 or 3 jobs.
And your
Get 2 or
wife
3
needs to
jobs
start
and
working or start an OnlyFans or something because she's not pitching in, and that's a problem. We don't got time to wait for her to find a job when she gets here. She should already have a job. Just do
Yeah.
Yeah,
some
you should have
online
had a
shit.
plan.
No. You gonna pay my
Oh my
rent
god.
while you're
Pay my
moving out,
rent.
and you got to pay rent where you're living now too. Like, yeah,
You
I
gotta
don't
pay
think
rent.
so.
That shit.
That was funny.
All right. I got one. Am I the asshole for leaving a wedding reception after the bride and groom had us drive to 4 different locations over 30 miles through LA traffic in 100-degree heat?
What? That sounds
No.
extreme.
Just from that alone, I'm going to say no. But
Right.
let's see. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
All right, it's a white girl. It's a white girl. We get it. We get it.
We went to a wedding on Saturday, and after the ceremony, which ended around 12, we were all given an address for the reception. We get there, and after we all finish eating salads, chicken/fish, the bride and groom stand up and ask the guests to accompany them to the next location for the rest of the reception, 12 miles away. Mind you, we're about 75 to 100 guests. We head over, where another meal was served, a main course of Mexican food, which was okay. After we finished eating again, they stood up and asked us to accompany them to the next location for the rest of the party. No dancing, no speeches, we just sat and ate. I expected it to be a hall with a dance floor in the same building or something, but no, 8 miles further, taking us into downtown LA. By now, it's 4 p.m. We've paid $12 valet at a restaurant. We paid $12 valet at restaurant 1, $18 at restaurant 2. Some of the guests were a little pissed off, but we all headed out and went. Took about 40 minutes to get there in traffic, and it was almost 100 degrees that day. We get to restaurant 3. This time desserts were served, $20 parking, same thing. They got up and asked us to go to location 4 for the remainder of the evening, and they didn't say what will be there. It was 30 miles away. Like 30 further out from the main wedding ceremony and my home. Jesus, no, fuck. At that point, I'm almost 60 miles away. Jesus Christ, I'm almost 60 miles away from home. I found out later that there was an open bar and a dance floor, and that's where the party was. At this point, I said my congrats and went home. It was already 7, and we were sweaty from the extreme heat, overworked and exhausted from all of the driving. I found out yesterday that almost half of the guests went home. Now I'm wondering if I did the wrong thing by leaving. I feel bad that they had to go to the main party without almost half of the guests.
No, that's their fault.
I also understand, yes. I also understand that they wanted to do something different and memorable with their wedding. But the driving around was just hectic. It
They were
felt
doing too
inconsiderate
much.
to have almost 100 guests driving from place to place in LA traffic just to eat at each location rather than actually celebrate together. And that's not even thinking about the $50 in valet we spent at the 3 places. I asked, and venue 4 was also $18 valet. Maybe I should have sucked it up, driven the extra 30 miles, and stayed for the actual party. At the same time, it was already 7 p.m., and we'd been doing this basically the entire day. I would have just sat on a chair fanning myself with my feet up. Am I the asshole?
Nope.
Here's my okay. Sure, you want to do something like fun and different and exciting, and you're going to change locations. Warn your people. A. B, what I would have done if this was like my dream thing. I want to eat a different course at different places, whatever. Again, like you warn everybody and you say, if you don't want to attend XYZ in between, please meet here at X time for the remainder of the party.
Right.
That's how you do
And-
it.
It's so simple to communicate through that and be like, this is what we're doing. If you want to eat this portion of the meal, this is where you need to be at such and such a time. If you want to eat the Mexican dish that we're serving in the meal, that's location 2 at such and such a time. If you would like to be around for dessert, we're going to be at this restaurant at such and such a time. If you don't want to miss any of that, go back to your hotel room, put your feet up, relax, get changed, meet us at the party at 8:30.
That's
They
how
were
you do
doing.
it.
They were doing too much. Like that was a
Yeah.
destination wedding from hell. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Wasn't even, and like you expect the lines at a valet for 100 guests.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's wild
Can
to
you
me.
imagine that shit? But 4 different places to do that
Miles
same shit?
and miles apart. Yeah, all right.
Shit.
My wedding was in one
Well,
building and the after party was at the bar downstairs.
My wedding was
And
all
to
in one
drive
place.
30 miles. To drive 4 miles here, 5 miles here, 10 miles, and then 30 miles way the fuck out somewhere, and then randomly
No,
just
Anna,
Yes.
that was my other
Drinking.
thought. Rent a party bus. You really want to ship people venue to like event to event in your wedding? Rent party buses.
party bus.
Put
Right.
disposable cameras in all of them bitches. Then you don't have to hire a photographer either.
Yep.
Yeah. Right.
Yep.
But Jess, my
Yes.
wedding was at a hotel. I called in beforehand. I got them to cater it. I got my
Uh-huh.
friend's sister to make my cake. I got the person who did my family photos to do my wedding photography. The bar
Yeah, I
was
had-
hired in. I had blocked rooms off. So most of the guests who were coming to my wedding either were staying in town because they lived here or they were staying in the hotel that the wedding was in. And the
Right.
hotel had a bar in it that agreed to stay open until my party was done.
Right.
Yeah.
And my wedding was like less than $3,000. We did a very small, simple, but it was a great time. Everybody who went had a good time. I didn't allow for plus ones because we're broke. We're like we're just paying for people we know. We if we don't know you, we don't want you here. That's basically how that shit went down. Was there a little controversy around that? Yes, there was. Did some people get uninvited because they couldn't grasp that? Yes, there was, and we don't care. We had a great time, but I did think about like where we lived at, and well, we lived in Georgia at the time and drove up to Connecticut because that's where all our friends and stuff are. So we drove up to Connecticut and did the wedding, and I knew where the destination was for the wedding and everything. It was all in one place. I didn't want people having to drive 30, 40 minutes from where we actually were all staying at for the wedding. It was like 15 minutes down the street. So I took all that into consideration because nobody wants to be spending all this time driving around in cars and all that shit. Like,
Yeah, I did all that too. And like, not for nothing too, on top of that, like all the group of us that were getting together for my wedding was a group of us that had, to be fair, had been drinking together for a long time. Like
right.
that was the pastime. Like what we all did when we all got together was we would all just drink and play cards. So I knew it was going to be a big group of drinking. That
Right.
was going to be the main event.
Yeah.
Wedding was going to get over. Reception, like that the put together reception was going to be over. We were all going to hit the pool bar.
Yep.
And that was going to be all she wrote. Like that was, and again, we had pizzas delivered to the bar. Like,
Love it.
and we all just hung out afterwards. And you could go to bed when you wanted. You could go change and come back down. It got cold. People went to their rooms and got jackets and shit and came back. Like,
very simple.
do whatever you want. Go to
Right.
the pool. Go walk on the beach. Go do whatever. Come back if you feel like it. Don't if you don't. It's just a party. It's
Right.
just a party. People take weddings so seriously. The whole like bridezilla thing. Like, I get it. You want it to be right, but like, it's gonna be what it's gonna be.
So much shit went wrong at my wedding. I'm surprised I didn't have a nervous breakdown.
Angry and I, with our friend Chelsea, did a slow-mo celebration in the middle of my wedding.
I had to throw the bouquet twice.
Oh, the slow-mo
we
celebration.
forgot to put the
Oh,
wedding
God.
rings on. We did the whole
We're doing
ceremony.
slow-mo
Forgot to put the
celebration
rings
next
on.
Saturday.
Yes.
It was a disaster. It turned out to be a great day. It rained and everything. I didn't give a shit.
Oh, perfect.
Supposedly that's good luck, and we're still married, so it must be.
Must be.
It worked like a charm.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh my god.
We found the judge.
Huh.
Anna said they barely found the judge at her wedding. They got lost.
Oh my god. Look, I
There's
know that
moments
was
where you like, do you
Right.
take that as a sign? Like,
like sometimes I would think that you would. That'd
like,
be something. It's like, okay, everything's just going bad. This is cursed. We're being cursed.
maybe
like
tomorrow.
This whole thing's cursed.
the car rental on the way up, because it wasn't just Antoine, myself, and the two kids. We were also bringing his sister and my niece. So it was a full car. They gave us the wrong. They didn't give us the car that we reserved. It was smaller than it was supposed to be. So, and we all had all this shit packed for the wedding and stuff. So we were literally packed like freaking sardines in a can in this car until we got to Connecticut, and we were able to switch the car out at an airport in Connecticut. But that was like a day later. Oh, it was a mess. And then some shit went down with the cake, some shit went down with the DJ. The DJ was having an attitude problem. He was throwing a conniption. Like, it was crazy. Like, I didn't even eat. I forgot to fucking eat. There was so much shit going on. I was like, oh my God. And then after we got married, after the ceremony and whatnot, like 7 of my girlfriends grabbed me, dragged me into the bathroom, and we were all doing the nip shots, the little airport bottles. We were taking shots of those in the bathroom. They were all putting them in my boobs and taking shots out of my bustier. It was like 20 minutes of mayhem. Everyone was like, "Where the fuck did it go?" And we were all in the bathroom.
We realized in the in the while I was getting ready for the wedding, we realized that all of my bridesmaids had been divorced.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I was like,
What?
okay, so
so
there's
y'all
that.
have a happily ever after story for me?
All of them have been divorced. So that was great. They did all wear black dresses and Converse Chuck Taylors, though. They were
There you go.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I didn't know that.
Every last one of my bridesmaids have been divorced when I got married.
Wow. I had a maid of honor, and then all the kids were in the wedding.
My god.
My kids, my nieces and nephews, they were all in the wedding. And they did the ring security. They had a briefcase for the rings. But like I said, we forgot to pull the rings out. So we did the whole ceremony. Then we had to rush back to the altar and do the ring part. Like, it was crazy. And then the best man sat at the end of the night, when everybody's leaving and shit like this, he gets in the car with us. Well, he's drunk, and he just opens the door, gets in and sits down on the top of the wedding cake. So I never even got the cake either. I never tasted the cake. I didn't taste none of the food. Like, I'm over here like, damn, I paid a lot of money for this wedding. I didn't even fucking eat at it.
That's okay. So when I was 21, my best friend got married. And mind you, I turned 21 on Tuesday, and her wedding was the Saturday. And I was the last one to turn 21 of the group. So that whole week was just a shithouse party, right? Everybody's drunk.
Getting clocked everywhere. Yep.
So I was the maid of honor in this wedding, and the best man was one of my best friends. And the bride's mom had tasked me with making sure that Cody, the best man, had written his speech. Jen, you have to make sure Cody has his speech done. He's been procrastinating. You have to make sure he has his speech done. I'm like, perfect. I got this. So the week leading up to the wedding, I'm like, Cody, is your speech done? Cody, is your speech done? Whatever. 3 days before the wedding, he reads it to me. I cry. It's beautiful. I'm like, perfect. He's got notes. I'm like, it's wonderful. So again, wedding. We're all hammered, getting toasty. Like, it's coming. It's speech time. I've got Cody's jacket on, so I have his speech in the jacket pocket. I'm like, we're ready to do this. They hand Cody the mic, and I'm coming up with his speech in my hand to hand it to him. And he goes, "Hi, everybody. I'm the best man. I'm Cody. I'm too drunk to do this. And Jen talks better than I do anyway." And he handed me the mic and walked away.
That's some bullshit. You were like, oh, that's what I get for wearing this jacket.
Like, is this a joke? I was like, I have Cody's page.
Listen. That's some shit I would do.
I'm too drunk for this, and Jen talks better than I do anyway.
That's some shit I would do. Not gonna lie, that is some shit I would do. If I
Get out of here with that.
If I got too drunk, I said, and I knew in that situation, I said, yeah, I'm too drunk to do this, and she talks better than I do when I'm in this situation. So go ahead.
Go ahead, take it away.
Yeah. So I did my speech, and then later on, we had somebody come up and read his speech.
She's like, no, I'm gonna take the mic to do mine.
Like, I'm not making your speech. I can't. I'll cry in yours. I know what I'm gonna say.
Oh shit, that's funny.
Oh yeah, look, that I straight up would do something like that.
On the way to the wedding, we stopped in Virginia Beach, and I saw a friend in Virginia Beach, and we sat out at poolside at her place at the hotel for like hours. I burnt the shit out of my back. Okay, I had a backless fucking wedding dress. The pictures, like, it's all pink and splotchy. It's crazy. Like, I've never really burned a day in my life, but I just like 3rd-degree fucking burns 2 days before the wedding.
Burn that day.
Yeah.
You got burned that day.
Oh, it was just a mess. It was a mess. I didn't get to sleep in a bed the night before the wedding. Like, everything was chaotic, and
I wore a brand new black dress to my rehearsal dinner, and the dye stained my body purple. I went to get dressed into my crispy clean white dress, and there's this like purple staining all down we were then like in the bathroom of my hotel room with a washcloth and mouthwash because of the alcohol in it, trying to get the dye off of my body.
I was just gonna say rubbing alcohol, but you didn't have.
We didn't have to. We were in a hotel room.
Mouthwash. I'm screaming. You smelled minty.
I did.
Everything you could do was just use that. Yeah.
Just like
it was refreshing. Damn.
It was a Smurfette a little bit. I have a picture somewhere, and the white sheets are all like purpley black dyed from where I had slept on them. Yeah.
Damn.
That was bad.
Oh, that's horrible.
That's
and
that
on that note,
dye.
we've come to the end of the show.
It was fun. I like jabbing with you guys today.
We always have a good time.
Oh,
we do always have a good time.
So this has been fun, and right now we got this fight that's coming up, and it looks
next week will be a very different show, though.
It will be very different. It'll be a different format. Things will be happening. Things will be going on.
Is it your birthday next week, and you guys are going to be together?
Yeah, so my birthday is on the 18th, and then on Saturday I'm having a little shindig.
Oh, I have to vote on the 18th. It's a big day, Tuesday
the
18th.
Shindig.
Okay.
It's also first day of school here.
Oh, lots of things happening this week.
Big things.
No, listen, Anna, imagine what the laundry people thought when they walked in and there was like a purpley black body print on the sheet.
I did that with hair dye once. I had
like,
to
what
warn
the hell happened?
Like, what happened in this room?
What in the blue purple dye happened here? That is a mystery. We'll find out next week when we get somebody from that staff and interview them on the Porch of No Judgment, Black Dye Edition.
I love it. We'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week. Good night, y'all.
Good night.